What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, Alphas. Mate, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. We changing things up. If y'all see, we powered by EV Mux. We're trying it out to see if it's gonna be our official platform of Overall 99 Media. We are usually using Restream. Shout out to Restream. I appreciate you, Restream. But this time we're trying the EV Mux. We are using the free one just to see if we like it and if we're gonna go with it. So we're here to talk about some sports today. Some NFL wildcard weekend. LeBron went for almost 40 in another loss with Russell Westbrook shooting the ball off the side of the court. It was absolutely horrible looking. We also have some news. The Golden State Warriors lost to Chicago Bulls. It's just random stuff we're talking about today. We also got news on maybe we don't get the Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fight. That's insane to me. We also got news on do we get the Devin Haney Lomachenko fight. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on in the sports world, but if you know, we all know that we are here for the one thing. It's NFL wildcard weekend. We had two games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday, and we get to preview one game tonight. Tampa Bay, Tom Brady versus Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm really excited about all these games. This is an amazing time of year. It is an amazing time. Hope y'all enjoy the content. I hope y'all enjoy the new look. We found it in 1080p, so I'm kind of enjoying it. But we're going to see how everything goes. Shout out to the comments. Shout out to Chris. How you doing, my guy? Yeah, we're doing some NFL talk today, my guy. We got some good content. Hollywood, aka Chris, he's also a co-host on the show. Tell me how you think this looks. That's the only thing we have right now is powered by EV Mux, but other than that, everything else is pretty good. It limits us to 2 hours on the free service. I just want to tell y'all how EV Mux works, but we might go with that pro plan very soon if everybody enjoys what we have. We got the music playing in the background. Hope y'all enjoy the music. I like having custom music. Restream. I'm just saying 1080p. I'm saying do I look good? Do I look good? That's all I want to know. But we do have NFL talk. I'm trying to see if we're going to get Uniqo on the stage real quick, see if he can come on, talk to us a little bit about these games. But I'm just trying to introduce y'all, get y'all warmed up, making y'all feel welcome, making y'all feel at home. Because it's a lot going on in sports. Before Uniqo get on, before we get into the big sports topics, let's talk about this. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya, for y'all that don't know, has not gotten the contract as of yesterday. He said today is his deadline. It's a holiday. Don't make it a deadline, man. We want this fight. This fight needs to happen. So I don't know what you're doing, so please make sure this is happening. You know what I mean? Lomachenko and Devin Haney, I need those two fights to happen. I really do need those two fights to go. I really need these two fights to happen. And because that's going to be amazing for boxing in the spring to get Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. Tank Davis finally have somebody that has a chance to beat him. I said chance to beat him. And then we got Lomachenko and Devin Haney, and we see if Pillow Hands can fight a legend in the game to prove itself. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I want to understand how y'all think that feel. How is that going? How do y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel about these two fights? Because we finally start seeing the young guns going against proper competition. That's what we're looking forward to. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? That's what we actually want. So it's a lot going in there. Let's get started on the show. We're going to give y'all an intro real quick. Let's see if I can get this everything working right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this intro going. And yo, that was kind of nice, you know what I'm saying? That was nice. I enjoyed that. That's the thing. It's a little thing. We learning. But we're about to get in these sports topics, so you know what we gotta do. We gotta move over here and add this to the dynamic. Of course, the first game, we're going over the Saturday night games first. Like I said, hopefully Uniqo Williams join me very soon. 49ers Seahawks. This was an amazing game. I absolutely enjoyed this game. This game was probably the worst game of the weekend, which is an incredible weekend because this game was actually so good. As you can see, Geno Smith played a pretty good game, 25 for 35, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Kenneth Walker ran the ball very well. Unfortunately for him, after the fumble of Geno Smith, it kind of got out of hand. He didn't get the ball anymore, but he controlled the ball for most of the first half. Long drives, a bunch of running plays for Kenneth Walker. Big plays from DK Metcalf, especially on that crossing route. That comeback route was amazing. All those things was incredible. It was a really good game. Greenwald played very well. Let's go look at these stats. Brock Purdy, 18 for 30, 332 yards, 3 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 7.9 yards a carry at 119 yards, 15 carries. You have Elijah Mitchell only had 9 carries for 2 yards. I thought he had a better game, but I guess he was catching the ball. I think. Yeah, he had 2 catches for 25 yards. I remember that big touchdown he had. So he had a pretty good game. He had George Kittle came alive a little more in the second half after the fumble. Deebo Samuels had a heck of a game. You see that 3 carries, 32 yards, 133 yards. That's 166 yards the entire time. You have Greenslaw. That's what I'm talking about. Greenlaw. I said Greenslaw. Greenlaw. Drake Greenlaw had 8 tackles, 3 assisted. He had a big play. Lenoir had the big interception. We had Eric Armstead had that big sack. I think led to the fumble. I think he's the one that had it when it led to the fumble. But the game was literally close the entire time. Literally close the entire game up until that fumble. That fumble literally changed the course of this game. This is F11. The fumble changed the course of the entire game, and they didn't really overcome it. After that, the yards was pretty much even till then. And after that, the yardage just went skew completely the San Francisco way. That fumble literally changed the game. Fumble changed a lot of games this weekend. You see the rushing yard. 49ers dominated every category statistically. Forced only punted 1 time the entire game. 1 in penalties, 3 for 28, 5 for 30. Had less penalties, probably game changer, you know what I'm saying? Turnovers. 1 fumble, 1 interception to none. That's how you win games, man. Defense, putting players around the player. I think the 49ers have 3 players with winning records, 3 quarterbacks with winning records, and that's incredible. And that is absolutely incredible to me. That's incredible how well the 49ers played this game. Let's go to the next game that came on Saturday. The choke job of the century. We have the Los Angeles Chargers, who were up literally 27-0. 27-0. Yes, I said it. They were up 27-0. And they ultimately came down and lost. By the way, if you watch Friday Night Lights on this channel, you can go back and see. This is the only game I missed this week. The only 2 misses I had was Nick Bosa getting 3 sacks. And that's because they basically was just running the ball the whole game and running away from Nick Bosa. So I don't trust that FanDuel. And this game, which I said the Chargers would win, which I was very confident this week that they would win. They was up 27-0. They should have won. Justin Herbert was 273 yards, 1 touchdown. Austin Eckler had 35 yards only on 13 carries, but he had 2 touchdowns. Again, up a lot, didn't run the ball a lot. For a team that was up 27 points, Austin Eckler sure didn't have a lot of carries. That's very interesting to me. You was up 27-0. There's no way Justin Herbert should have 273 yards. I mean, 43 attempts for just 273. Trevor Lawrence had the same amount of throws. Well, 4 more throws. Had 280 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Listen, I'm not Justin Herbert. And he looking like Matt Ryan. Let me put the banner up for this wild card Saturday. They telling me he looking very Matt Ryan-ish. I ain't say it myself. I'm just saying when it comes down to it, you get big leads. Sean Payton looking at it like, I got a new job. I can change him. I can change him, he says. That's all I'm saying. I can change him. That's what Sean Payton is saying right now, looking at Justin Herbert. He don't have to keep doing what he's doing. I can change him. But like I said, he did not run the ball well at all. As you can see, 2.7 yards a carry for Eckler, 2.9 for Joshua Kelly, Keenan Allen. We can also talk about that. If he hit Keenan Allen on that pass across the when he got wide open, he didn't throw the ball to bounds. That could have sealed the game right there. That could have ended the game. Instead of 27, it would have been what, 31? It would have been a tie game. Straight up, it would have been a tie game the entire time. But let's talk about the other guy on the Sunshine, I like to call him. Trevor Lawrence. It looked just like a film off Remember the Titans. Trevor Lawrence come out the first half, played absolutely atrocious. 4 interceptions, 3 to Asante Samuel Jr. And I'm assuming he learned his lesson because Asante Samuel Jr. didn't really get the ball thrown to him much. He did get a few. I saw one with Kirsten Kirk got him on a little route, but he came up wide open, and one of them was on a zone too. I know it's 2 plays. I know y'all gonna say it's another play I got. That was a zone. That wasn't his fault. But Trevor Lawrence came out the second half like he forgot he played in the first half. Like, new game, we out here playing, you know what I mean? And he played 4 touchdowns to make up for the 4 interceptions. 3 by Asante Samuel Jr. again. Asante Samuel got to be like, I did this for the Patriots back in the day. That's my son right there, you know what I mean? Travis Etienne Jr., another Clemson alum, as y'all know. Had 109 yards, 5.5 yards of carry, 0 touchdown. Evan Ingram, amazing pickup. He showed his worth. He showed his worth in this game. 93 yards, 13 yards a catch, 1 touchdown. First down, basically every time he caught the ball. Every time he caught the ball was a first down, which is you always want to see. Christian Kirk, almost the same thing. Had a way better second half after Asante Samuel Jr. was locking him up. You know what I mean? He was locking completely up. That was an amazing Saturday game. As you can see, Marvin Jones, Zay Jones. Let's look at the stats. You see 390 yards for the Jaguars, 320, 253 passing yards, 273 for the Jaguars, 67 to 117, 4.6 yards a play, 5.6. By the way, that was completely skewed for y'all that didn't watch the game. That was skewed the complete opposite direction. That was skewed complete opposite direction. Chargers had 5 points, Jaguars 3. There was barely any punts in the first half for the Chargers, so that's amazing. Who y'all blame? I want to know. Talk to me. Who do y'all blame for this? Right? Who are y'all blaming? Are we blaming the coach? Are we getting Sean Payton? Or are we just gonna put it on the players for easing up themselves? Who we blaming? I just want to know who we blaming. Who we putting it on? Who are we putting these stats on? Because a lot of people got a lot of problems, a lot of coaches at it today. We done seen Nathaniel Hackett. Are we getting rid of other coaches? Are we getting rid of other coaches, or this is what we doing? I just want to know. I just want to know, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Are we blaming the coaches, or are we putting it on the players and Justin Herbert and Eckler and tell them they have to play better? They have to make them plays. It was some open plays, man. Like I said, Keenan Allen was open in the end zone. He overthrew him. That wins you the game. They don't come back. They don't get a chance to come back. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's get into the Sunday's lineup. Let's get this over to Sunday. NFL Sunday. NFL Sunday. By the way, don't forget, if you enjoyed this content, if you should like and subscribe, if available, hit the pin message. We don't have a pin message today. Or if you're on the main channel, we are not on the main channel. Hit that super chat if you want to show monetary support. We're not really doing that today. We're not focused on that. We're trying to get this. We're trying to get used to this. But at the same time, I would appreciate it if you go to that main channel and give a super chat. Overall 99 Media is the main channel. If you're on Facebook, I do apologize. We do not have. I will put a pin. I will start putting a pin tweet up. I just ain't set up everything since we're on this new program. I'm trying to see how it is. We might, if we go back to restream, it will be up there. But we're gonna get everything set. Like I said, remember to like and subscribe. We're trying to improve. I'm trying to do this better for y'all and keep improving what we are doing. And as y'all can see at the bottom, let's talk about some of the Sunday's games. Which we gonna go to the first game, the game that shocked the world. Let's put it up here. The Miami Dolphins Buffalo Bills. A lot of people. Let's get the elephant out the room. Let's go ahead and get the elephant out the room. The Bills might have got another chance to get this ball off. It looked short to me. Not saying it was, but it appeared short to me. And the referee seemed to be a little further than what I thought it went. But at the same time, do we really believe Thompson was finna get the ball down the field? Listen, Skylar Thompson he had 220, one touchdown, 2 interceptions. He was 18 for 45. 18 for 45. That's what I'm saying. He's 18 for 45. That is not a great game. Does Buffalo win the game if Teddy Bridgewater play? Does they? Do they win? Nevertheless, we ain't even talking about our boy Tua. Look at the running game. The running game, 2.3 yards a carry. Tyreek had 69 yards. Jalen Waddle he did drop some big passes, but he had 3 for 44. Josh Allen did not play well. He did have 3 touchdowns, but he also had 3 turnovers. He had 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble. Singletary played pretty good. James Cook had a pretty decent running game. It wasn't horrible. Stephon Diggs had a huge game. Gabe Davis had a huge game. Nobody else really did much in that case. Nobody else really did much. Can we give Miami defense some love real quick? I know the stats is skewed, but that defense kept getting turned over. Listen, Skylar Thompson and them couldn't move the ball, but that defense played. If you said, if we had any kind of offense, we win this game. Frauds were trending on Twitter, by the way, and they were referring to the Bills. We will see next week because they do have a challenge. We're going to talk about that challenger a little later. But there was some plays in this game that could have been made that I felt like Miami didn't quite make. And I feel like Buffalo won because Miami wasn't healthy. A little unfair. But I'm like, even if the backup played, Buffalo, you might lose this game. I don't like saying definite when you lose. Because maybe they would have played better. Maybe Josh Allen wouldn't have been reckless if he thought, look, Teddy Bridgewater moving the ball. Who knows? Who knows what he's thinking at that point? But look at them offensive stats, bro. 42 yards rushing. 189 yards passing. They had more passing yards than they had overall combined. Josh Allen did play good in that fourth quarter, even though I did say he played. It was rough the first 3 quarters, but he turned it on at the end after that fumble that ended up giving Miami the touchdown. Tony Romo people called him. He called Josh Allen Mr. January. I don't know if he deserved that title. Yo, Tony, can we talk about that for a minute, just for a second? Tony Romo treated Josh Allen yesterday like Chris Collinsworth treated Patrick Mahomes, and it was kind of disgusting. Like every time he make a mistake, he'll just brag, and then he'll make a mistake. You're like, oh. But Mr. January is a wild name, especially when you haven't proven it yet. But he gets a chance to start proving it. I'm feeling like we're gonna talk about that Friday, but I feel like he has a tough matchup that he's going up against that we have to talk about. We have the next game, the Giants and Vikings. If you have watched any of my stuff, you would know how I feel about them. Giants, I said was going to win the game because Kirk Cousins going to do Kirk Cousins. And Daniel Jones, the Vanilla Vic nickname, came back. He ran that ball so many times. He had 17 carries. That made me mad, by the way. Giants, fix that, because when you go against the Eagles, I promise you will lose that game if you do this. Saquon Barkley averaged more yards, but he had only 9 carries. That works against this dude, Kirk Cousins, who actually played a decent game, but 31 for 39, 273 yards. That is a decent game. But yeah, that ain't gonna cut it when the other guy does less throws for 30 more yards and the same amount of touchdowns and 78 rushing yards. Isaiah Hodgins played big. Darius Slayton played big. He almost made a play that wasn't quite as good. Saquon Barkley did catch 5 catches for 56 yards, so he ended up getting over 100 yards. But you got to feed that beast more against the better teams. I'm sorry, the Vikings is the worst yardage giving up team in the league, and that's just how it is. Dalvin Cook, like I said, 15 carries for 60 yards. TJ Hockenson had a big game. Justin Jefferson only got 6 yards a catch. I saw a lot of people criticizing Justin Jefferson, but Adam Thielen, 50 yards. TJ Hockenson played big for him. You see the overall stats. Giants, 431, 100 yards more, almost 99 yards more than the Vikings. Passing yards had 18 more. Rushing dominated. Dalvin Cook didn't really... He had 4 yards of carry. Yo, they should have got him the ball more. But one problem is... But Saquon Barkley could have got the ball more. It's a lot to this game that I want to think about. It's a lot to this game. By the way, that 4th and 8, when he threw the ball to TJ Hockenson, you do not throw underneath the route on a crossing route to the slowest dude on the field when the guy's that close. And even if he do slow him down, he probably won't get to 8 yards because the other team will catch up to him way faster. That was a horrible decision. You got to at least throw it up to Justin Jefferson, who I saw was one-on-one on that play. I wish I could show y'all the plays, but yeah, you know how YouTube and NFL is. I'm not even going to blame YouTube. The NFL is just really serious about it. But Justin Jefferson with one-on-one. I got to trust him. I don't care the situation. I know where he's going. He know where he's going. I'm throwing it up. Just be where I want you. Just be where I need you to be. And we're going to see. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Just be where you need to be. Like I said, I picked all these games right. Even the spread. So you know what that deserved from me, right? That deserved from me is a simple like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. If available in the pinned message, or if you're on the main over on our mention, hit that super chat or hit that link in the pinned tweet. We don't have that today. If you want to show monetary support, because I'm not asking for monetary support today. I'm just asking you to enjoy the content. So it's a simple like and subscribe to suffice. Go follow the over on 99 main channel. Just go follow it real quick. Just go over there. We got a bunch of amazing content. We just did a tier list for 2 number. If you're interested next time. So we're going to do a sports tier list too. Me and Hollywood going to be on a sports tier list soon. It's going to be a fun, good time. This guy right here, you see him, Hollywood, Chris. But it's going to be a good time. So go over there, hit that subscribe button, and y'all know how it go, man. Y'all know how it go. Baltimore, Cincinnati. Shout out to my boy Darren Dargo. He made a joke that Tyler Huntley, after that rough start, got his X factor on and played very well, and then lost it after he fumbled the ball in the end zone, and the Cincinnati Bengals got it and took it to the house. By the way, I'm gonna be completely honest and I'm gonna be completely fair to y'all. That was a block in the back to Mark Andrews. Clear as day, open field, pushed him clean in the back. He pushed him clean in the back. They should at least been at the 40 because he did it at about the 25. That should have been a clean push in the back. But I get it. It's momentum. The game hot. You don't want to ruin it. But hey, there is no way that referee didn't see that clean push in the back. There is no way possible. It ain't even possible for you to run for it and you to go without tripping and go forward without somebody pushing you. And then the dude put his hands up like he's not guilty, which he shouldn't have done anyway, because you always know when you're trying to trick the ref, you don't show that I might be guilty. But they didn't call it. So the game ended up off that score, 24-17, which was the last score of the game. That was in the fourth quarter. You see only 7 points scored. That was the last point. Baltimore defense came to play. J.K. Dobbins had a good game. The way they do, they might trade him. Mark Andrews had a good game. They might trade him too. Why? Because that's what they do. Baltimore trade all the good players and tell Lamar Jackson to do it all himself, and then refuses to pay him, which is completely weird to me. I get telling you, listen, we not paying nobody else but you on offense and everybody else. If you actually paid the guy you trying to do, but they don't even pay the guy they trying to do. He's living off his like his early contract. That is insane to me that they have literally no receivers, and they try to even trade Mark Andrews. And J.K. Dobbins injured, so they probably trade him the way they have been going. Like, you really don't give him no help. Joe Burrow, 22 for 32, 209 yards. He got sacked a lot. Joe Mixon, the offensive line got terrorized by the Baltimore Ravens. Jamar Chase did have 84 yards. T. Higgins had 37. You see, Tyler Boyd had 3 catches. I don't think he had a catch in the second half. They pretty much, Baltimore did their thing. They was doing them like, they were doing a little bit of crossing on the defensive line, some motion, some movement. They was destroying the inside of that offensive line, and it was ultimately, it was just how it was in that game. And Baltimore did their thing ultimately. We out of here now. So let's go over some more stuff that we want to talk about that happened in this week. And how do y'all feel about this wild card weekend? I felt like it was really good. I feel like it was really good weekend. I feel like it was a strong weekend. It did what it's supposed to do. Good games, even though a lot of people didn't expect a lot of good games. Turns out every game, even though, like I said, I got every game right beside the comeback, which was amazing to watch. You got a comeback, you got a defensive touchdown that won the game, and a defensive battle in which we didn't really expect. You had Miami showed well, even though they had no offense technically. Their defense showed up, put some pressure on Josh Allen, got people questioning Josh Allen, which he got to prove himself next week against Cincinnati, which we will talk about on Friday Night Lights featuring Uniqo Williams. It's a lot, man. It's a lot that we got to talk about. Y'all gonna see at the bottom of the screen. If you want to know where the file is, the ass at the bottom of the screen. And we're gonna go over those games Saturday, so I don't want to get too far. But tonight we have the Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go see what the line is on that game. The line is let's see what the odds are for this game. I usually have this up, but I didn't really think about it going up. Right. So we're gonna try to get that straightened out. Uniqo, can you hear me? We do not hear your mic right now. So we're gonna let him fix that situation. I can still hear you though, so while I'm talking, they don't see you and they don't hear you, but I can hear you. So I like that about this too. I can make sure you're good. So whenever your mic come back, we'll add you back to the show. But he's getting everything straightened up. So whenever you get everything straightened up with your mic, Uniqo will join us and give his thoughts real quick. Right now we can't hear him. It's a lot of blurred noise, but we're gonna get him back on the show shortly. The money line is Cowboys -3. Do I want? Yeah, I go Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys. Let's do it. Let's do fun. Let's give the Cowboys. Let's do whatever he's talking about. Let's see what Uniqo talking about. But Cowboy money line is at -3, minus 145 is the money line. I would probably go with the Cowboys because I think Trayvon Diggs and the way Tom Brady throws the ball is how you do it. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get Uniqo today, so I don't think we're gonna be able to get him. But yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys. I think they're gonna do it. I think Trayvon Diggs actually fits the style. But if Tom Brady throws the ball deep and shocks me, if he throws the bit deep and shocks me, I will be excited about this. I will be very excited. I want to show y'all how good Uniqo looks. He looks good. I know we ain't. Yeah, I'm just want to show y'all how good my boy looks. Shout out to him. He looks good. We're gonna see him next week. Shout out to him. But shout out to my guy Uniqo. But I appreciate y'all. Hold up, we got some basketball. I'm finna get out of here, but we got some basketball. We do have some amazing basketball. Yeah, but we got some amazing basketball coming up. I appreciate y'all. But we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get some stuff straight. We're gonna try to fix everything, you know what I mean? And we're gonna get out of here. So I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be back in the middle of the week. I'm gonna be back on Wednesday. I'm gonna see if Uniqo, we're gonna talk some basketball because we don't usually go over basketball. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. I was gonna do it today, but like we finna get some stuff straightened out with this new program and stuff. So I do apologize for that. But follow over on that media. You see the links in the description below. All that stuff. I appreciate y'all. Peace.